Welcome to One-on-One with Expert Flyer. I'm your host, Lisa Caslin, and welcome to our show. We have a special guest today, Clem Bason. He is the former president of Hotwire, and now he is the founder of a relatively new startup called GoSeek.com. Welcome, Clem.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Pleasure. So you have been around the block a few times, and we want to talk about this trend in online booking and the monopoly that seems to be sort of percolating here between Priceline and Expedia, and then talk a little bit about your company, GoSeek, fits into that mix. So first talk about your company and what you do.
Sure. GoSeek is a site that was born out of two observations. First, consumers over the last, 10 years have been searching more and more travel sites before they book. Google had a stat about 5 years ago, maybe even 6 or more now, that people search 20 plus sites before they'd actually make the booking. And since then, that number is climbing towards 30. So it's crazy the amount of work people are doing trying to find that deal, the right price before they book. And the other thing that we found at the same time is that people are increasingly saying that they don't think they're getting the best value for their money on travel. They feel like they're doing all this work, they're searching all these sites, but at the end they're like, man, I'm just not getting the best deal. And as a person who sat in the industry for a while, I can actually tell them, I don't because it makes them sad, but I tell them, you're not getting the best deal because I know there's a coupon here that you missed, or a special rate there, or something hidden here or there. And that's GoSeek. Is what we want to do is take all these hidden discounts that are out there that you might have missed in your searching of 30 sites, and there are a lot of them, and we bring them into one simple interface that looks a lot like Trivago or Kayak, and we take basically our price, which is anything reflecting a special discount, we call it our best, and then we lay it up against the best price we can find publicly available elsewhere, their best. And if we've got a better price, you can go grab it.
Wow, that's great. Give me some examples of some of these coupons and other discounts that you're finding that others may not be uncovering.
Yeah, I think the first one that I tell everyone is, if you're a fan of Orbitz or Cheap Tickets, which is part of the Orbitz family, now both are part of the Expedia family. But basically on independent hotels, they'll have a coupon every day of the week for 15 or 20% off. So what I tell people is, look, if you don't mind the hotel you're staying in when you're going to a big city in particular, and you're happy with an independent, you should always get 15 or 20 off all the time.
Wow.
So there's those, there's AAA, senior rates. A lot of folks in our military service have no idea the quality of military deals out there. Incredible. Marriott offers fantastic deals for our military service members. And then Sam's Club is another example of one. A lot of people don't know that you can get special hotel deals on Sam's Club.
Wow.
But again, they got a little part of your site, you log in, deals are phenomenal. So those are a few examples, but it's probably, I gave you maybe 5 out of 20 or 30 different ones out there.
Wow, that is amazing. I love that. Okay, so talk now about the Expedia Priceline situation. How really is this playing out now?
Well, people have talked about a word called duopoly. I don't like the word. It's not accurate, but I've heard it bantered about. And I get the fear that comes with it, which is like you got two players in the market gaining a lot of strength. And I don't think consumers know right now that Expedia now owns Travelocity and Hotels.com and Hotwire and Orbitz and Cheap Tickets and now HomeAway. And you're right, you're going to start to see the same prices appearing everywhere. On Booking.com and Priceline, you'll see the same stuff. On Expedia, you see the same stuff.
Yeah.
Velocity. And it kind of feels like you're moving to this world where there's all the same stuff. But it's not going to be that way. And the reason is that no matter how good our economy gets, hotels are never on average more than 70% full. So on any given night in the United States, only 7 out of 10 rooms will ever be full. There's always 3 out of 10 empty. And if you're in the wrong season, if you're in Chicago, say in the dead of winter, I mean, you're maybe 4 out of 10 full, or maybe 5. So there's always going to be empty rooms, and there's always going to be a reason for hotels to discount in a targeted way, bring more people into those empty rooms because they have an incentive to fill them.
Okay.
So no matter the duopoly, I will tell you that hotels are going to find ways, whether it's Sam's Club, Hotel Tonight, they're going to find new ways to discount. And at GoSeek, we're going to be there to know about those ways and help make it easy for people to find those discounts.
Okay. Explain something to me because I'm not entirely clear on this aspect. So hotels have, obviously, they do benefit in some way, shape, or form, obviously, because they're getting tons and tons of leads, right, customers through these OTAs.
Yeah.
But what is the situation in terms of they're not allowed to undercut the OTAs in a published sense only? Is that what it is? Or how does that work?
You're exactly right. So they have a notion called rate parity or best rate guarantee, where every site you go to, whether it's Marriott.com or Hilton or Expedia, they'll all say we have a best price guarantee.
Right.
You won't find a lower price anywhere else. So everyone has this incentive to make the published rate the same. But again, these guys still have an incentive to discount in a targeted way. So what they try to do are find groups of customers that have, we call it that it's a niche that's protected. As in AAA, you need the member card and the number. For Hotel Tonight, you need the app. And the login with the app. For GoSeek, we have something called member rates where you have to log in and be a special member. So
a GoSeek member.
Right. So they're always looking for groups, right? And then you can just to those groups. But you're right, the published rate, everyone always wants it to be the same.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Amazon destinations. Anything to worry about there? Anything to get excited about there?
Amazon is both terrifying and exciting. They have so much power and they do such good things for the customer. So I'll just say honestly, I'm an Amazon fan, and any industry they enter will benefit from their level of innovation, I think. They've kind of tiptoed into travel and they keep tiptoeing back and they tiptoe in and back, and I just honestly don't think they're committed.
Okay.
And I don't think we're going to see anything from them for a while, but I always welcome it because they do some great things up there in Seattle.
Okay. So going back to a little bit more about what we were talking about in terms of the hotels and the OTAs, this notion of, can the hotels at some point win back the ability to do direct bookings again? Now they seem to be offering a lot of really cool incentives that are very interesting, like 5 free meals, you can choose your own room, and their apps are pretty cool. What do you think of that? Will it ever happen? Will folks start migrating back to booking directly to the hotels?
Will we ever see like a Titanic lift? No. But I do see some ingredients coming together that would make it really compelling for a customer to book on Hilton.com as an example. The first is I see them experimenting with meaningful, valuable benefits. Free Wi-Fi is the one everyone calls out now. You get it on Marriott as an example if you book direct. But then they're also starting to mess with price. So if you're a loyalty club member on Starwood Preferred Guest, you get 5% off. Hilton just negotiated, it's in the trade press, Hilton negotiated with Expedia the option to be able to underprice Expedia if you book direct through Hilton and you're a Hilton Honors member. So I'm seeing them, they're going to play with price, they're going to put these add-ons in, and then I think the third ingredient that's really compelling is, can they give you this app so that's very Hilton specific and branded and beautiful and clean, and can you walk in and have to check into your room, have your bill, check out. Can they control the experience in such an elegant way that you're getting the price benefit and the experience? If they can do that, I think that makes it compelling for me, to be honest.
That's the secret sauce. Okay, we'll look out for that. All right, one last question. Talk about loyalty programs. I know I did do a little bit of reading about GoSeek, and it seems to be a little complicated. You can sort of get some loyalty benefits, but then you can't. Oh my goodness. So talk about that a little bit.
It's always complicated. Man, that's been complicated for like 10 years. All I tell people when they ask me this question is you have to read the fine print of the rate that you're booking. And people should always do that anyway. But if you're booking a AAA rate or a senior rate, you got to read like, okay, do I have to bring my card and show it at the front desk? What age do I need to be? And it's the same with the loyalty program thing. They're going to have a line in there that says this is eligible for loyalty points or not. But the truth is, what I always tell people, boy, the brands are going to be mad at me for saying this, but I say, look, when you get to the front desk, smile, ask the person how their day is going, talk to them in a polite way and say, hey, I'm excited to stay at your hotel. Is this booking eligible for your loyalty points? And, you know, I think there's a little discretion there. And I probably get them half the time that I'm not supposed to. So yeah. I always tell people that just super pleasant and read the fine print, know what it's supposed to be, but always ask. Because what? They say no, but sometimes they might say yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost them much. All right. Anything else that we should know about GoSeek before we let you go?
I would just keep watching. You know, what I tell people at dinner parties is, hey, look, when you've figured out your hotel, you know where you want to go and when, or you have a few choices, just come and check us. It takes 2 minutes, might have a lower price. And we're adding new stuff I add new discounted rates about every 2 weeks or a month. Something new will come on the site. We don't go gonzo advertising it, but you know, we're always updating it. So over the course of this year, we hope to get better and better. And yeah, I just tell people, give it a check because you might save 20%, you know?
Yeah. All right. I love that. Well, listen, we want to have you back, so let's keep in touch.
Yeah, it was great to meet you. Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, Clem, take care.
Bye.